Again, thank you for coming out, especially on a Wednesday night, late on a Wednesday night. Great to see so many coaches here investing in your development and ultimately investing in the kids' development as well. So appreciate you guys coming out. The focus, which I think hasn't been shared yet, is we're going to do how do we convert block training to random training. So does everyone know what block training is? Or block practice? Anyone at all? Yep. No? Yeah. So on zero, repetition, same thing over and over. The complexity, yeah, I would come down. The complexity is low, right? It's safe. Yep. And you can do it over and over. The good thing about block practice is you can do it on your own. Yep. So I don't need anyone. I don't need a coach. Yep, I've got a wall, a basketball, I can do ball handling, passing, shooting, whatever I want to do. Yep, I can even do defensive slides. That's block practice, right? It's not bad. The other thing it's good for is you get skill repetition and you get extra work. So they're about the two things that are good about block practice. Random practice, does anyone know what random practice is? Or random training? All right, so random practice is when there's variability, decision-making, complexity. It's game-like. There's context to what it's like in a basketball game. So you're looking at 1v1, advantage, disadvantage games, small-sided games, 5-on-5 with modifications and parameters. So what we're trying to do is, where we can, there is a need for block practice, especially young. Can we catch, pass, shoot, layups? There is a need for that. But once they get quite comfortable or even remotely comfortable with that, how do we turn it into random practice where they're learning about decision making, problem solving, they're stimulated, they're exploring, they're playing with some intensity, and there's a lot more relevant transfer to when they play basketball. So all we're going to do today is to show you a bunch of drills that you could do as block practice, which, for example, 1v0 ball handling, corridor drill. You could do that as block practice. How do you turn that into random practice? So we're going to take a lot of drills that you would do very fundamentally and turn them into random, which makes them more interesting and more beneficial for the kids' development. Does anyone have any questions? All right. So the big thing when we go to random practice is once we evolve from block into random, and then we're in random, we want to start increasing the complexity. So start low complexity, and then increase the complexity, right? As we're in random practice, two things to consider, right? Don't stop it all the time and tell them what to do. Stop it and guide them through the learning. Yep, what could you do differently? What did you see? What was the read on that? Yep, guide them through the learning. Yep. The second part is create a safe space. Boys tend to have a little bit more bravery when it comes to trying something new. Probably not all of them, but they tend to. Girls, a little bit more, they need a safe space, so you have to create that space. So allow them to explore, encourage them to make mistakes, encourage them to fail, and then show them that that's okay. Show them that they're going to get better because of that, right? And if you do that long enough, they'll discover them themselves, but if it's not a safe space, they won't go back to it, right? So guided learning and safe space. All right, so we'll get started. All right, everyone's going to have a crack at it, so between two, spread out in the baseline. So we're just going to work in, so you guys can go behind here, two in this corridor here, corridor, corridor, corridor. So behind each other. So you've got enough corridors over there? Good. So just so you've got one, so you guys move over this way. So just go, so you've got enough space, right? And people aren't running into each other, defender on this. So instead of going on zero, we put a defender in front. All this defender's going to do is you're going to try and tap his hand. So as you're dribbling, you can use whatever moves you like. You're not going to blow by. You're just going to try and tap his hands. Yep, so what you're looking to do is handle the ball, right? Scan your eyes, yep, and be strong through the basketball. Does that make sense? All right, let's go half court. Yep, half court stop, let the next group go. Tap the hands. All right, hold up, hold up. I just want you to go straight. I just want you to go straight down the line. Yep. Good, let's go. Defense on, tap the hands. All you're gonna do is tap the hands. Yeah, good, tap the hands. Good, pull the hands. Good job, guys. Good. Everyone have a rep? Yep. Good. On the hands, guys. On the hands. Yep. Everyone have a go. Good. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Good. Pretty simple, right? It's a ball handling drill. Now there's some complexity in it. So as we come back, all right, again, we're going to go through these pretty quickly. So as we go back, right, both guys would know how to go. You can do as many times as you like. You can do full court. You play around with what you need and how long you have. So then we evolve it to now you're going to tap hands, right? So defenders, slow down. You don't have to tap the hands all the time. So as you're dribbling here, I'm just going to pick my time. I'm going to tap a hand, okay? When you feel the tap, I want you to retreat. I want you to space. I feel the tap, I'm going to space, and I'm going to get away from that pressure as quickly as I can. Yep, then I'm back into handling. The defense can close in, right? Back into handling the ball. I get tapped again. I'm going to get away from the pressure. Does that make sense? All right, let's go. Good. Good. Don't space unless you get tapped. When you get tapped, pull back aggressively. Good. Good. Tap, pull back. Good. Good job, guys. Good. As soon as you feel that tap, pull back. Get away from the pressure. Very good. Good. Very good. As soon as you feel that tap, react, get away from that pressure. Very good. Next up, and then we just evolve it again. And you're only limited by your imagination when you come to this stuff. So defense back in front. Second group, give each other enough room. So let them get to about the 3-point line. Okay, now when you feel, same deal. As you're handling it, when you feel the tap in your hand, you're going to explode past, you're going to go into the pressure. So I get that tap, I'm going to attack the pressure. I'm just going to get to the side or one step in front, and then I'm going to pull back and get away from that recovery. Does that make sense? All right, tap, attack, pull back. Yep, here we go. Attack the pressure now, good. Good, attack the pressure, then pull back. Attack it, attack first. Good, attack, pull back. Lovely, good. Good. Attack first, good. Very good, guys, very good. Nice, let's turn it over, let's do that again. All right? So now sometimes when you get it, you're gonna pull away from the pressure, right? This time when you get it, and they tap your hand, right? So stay here, slow it down a little bit. They tap, I want to attack, explode past, and then I'm going to pull back. Yep, here we go. Yes, good, attack, pull back. Good, attack the pressure. Pull back, good job. Attack it. Wait for the tap, good, and then pull back, lovely. Wait for the tap, attack it, pull back. Good work, guys, good. Very good. Nice attack. Good. All right, very good. And again, so that's just a simple drill that's got some evolutions in it. You can play around with that as much as you like, right? And the reason we kind of played around with it, and we only put this in last week, is watching the under-17s, the girls at the World Cup, is their ability to be comfortable and handle pressure. I'm not sure if anyone saw any of the games, but to be comfortable and handle pressure was difficult. They knew how to do this. They knew how to do that, but they didn't know how to blow by. They didn't know how to separate so that then they could move the ball. So we had a lot of turnovers basically because we couldn't handle pressure. So these are good little drills, a little bit more relevant than just doing crossovers. Yep, which the kids can do all day, right? Now we evolve it, we have a little bit more pressure. So let's get two defenders. Again, two defenders. Yep, we want to start the complexity low and then build it. So for this one here, you guys are going to keep about a meter gap, right? And you're not going to use your hands, right? You can't steal the ball, right? You're not going to use your hands. You can't steal the ball. So all you guys are trying to do is put pressure on the ball handler. Yep, don't let him split. Don't let him get around the corner. Your job is to try and get to halfway, right? No hands. No hands. Ready? Go. Good. Find a way. Good. Find a way. If you blow by, come back and start again. If you blow by, stop and go. Good. That's it. Find a way. No hands. Good work, guys. Good work. Very good. Very good. So change over, next person in. All right, so now that they're comfortable with that, we increase the complexity a little bit. Yep. Okay, offense, you can try it. Now your job is just to get there however you can. Right, if you can split them, if you can get around the edge, get around the edge. Obviously you have to stay in your corridor. Yep, so you're not running into other people. Your job is to get to the baseline. Yep, as quickly as you can. Defense, you've got to move your feet, make it hard, right? You can use your hands now. You can use your hands. All right, off you go. Stay in your corridor. Stay in your corridor. Good. Very good. Okay, again, now we can change. So that's breaking pressure. Right now we can change it to some contact. So two defenders. All right, last one of these. So just getting comfortable in pressure. How do they problem solve? I'm not giving them instructions on how to solve handling against pressure. We can talk about it, right? And I can say, listen, when you get here, you can fake them here and then you can cut them middle. I can tell them that, right? But the learning is better if they discover it. The learning is way better if they discover it, okay? And it may be through exploration. For other athletes, it may be we need to have a conversation after. Some may need to watch film. Yep. So another way to get comfortable with pressure, now these guys, yep, defenders, you guys can touch the offensive player, but all you're doing is pushing shoulders. We're not playing out the ball, we're just pushing shoulders, right? So now your ability to absorb contact, handle pressure, yep, and move the ball down the court is what we're looking for. Okay, no blow-bys on this one, all right? Work them down, no blow-bys. You guys getting subs in? Yep. Good. Push the shoulders and hips, good, nice. Shoulders and hips, good. How do you handle the pressure? How do you handle it? Good. Very good. Very good. Nice. All right, walk it back. Again, you can play around with what you need. Yep, so this, you might say this isn't really relevant to a game. The pressure is, you can then move it back to have a plugger. So now we've got one person on the ball and you can have a plugger behind. Yep, you could have a third person that plugs and this person runs and jumps, or they trap, right? You can, again, you're limited by your imagination. Last ball handling drill that we'll do that is random. Let's have everyone with a basketball. Everyone that's got a basketball, grab a basketball. Okay, one basketball over here. Let's grab 4. Yep, can we grab that basketball too? All right, one person here. Yep, next person here with a basketball. Next person behind him with a basketball. Next person behind with a basketball. Can we set up 4 here? Same deal, and can have one ball. Yep, set up same thing here. You guys hold out for a minute. Let's just go, so everyone, so basketball in. Or you're in, whoever it is, down here. Good. All right. And then you can put them into games, right? When I say games, not basketball games, but fun games, right? So your job here, everyone gets 1 rep. You're going to come up to this person here, and you're here for about 3-4 seconds max. Yep. No less, no longer than 5 seconds, right? So I come in here, I handle the ball roughly, just have an internal clock going. I'm trying to tap this ball. You're dribbling, right? I'm trying to tap this ball. You're trying to tap my ball. Yep. In my head, I'm plus minus, right? Every time I touch your ball, it's a plus to me. Every time you touch my ball, it's a minus, right? So I've got 1, 2, you get mine, I'm 1, you get mine, I'm 0, right? So about 3-4 seconds, I get around you, I get to the next one. Yep, we do the same thing. I'm looking for as many plus points as I can. Does that make sense, guys? Yep, does that make sense? So you guys are handling. Yep, you're trying to minus their points, you're trying to plus your points by touching theirs. Ready? Go. Good, that's about 5 seconds, off you go. Good. Good, that's about 5 seconds, good. Have that internal clock. Good, and then everyone bumps down. So we come down here. Next one through, bump down, ready, straight in. Keep your own score, keep your own score. Good job, guys, good job. Sorry, we would have done it if we had more basketballs. Very good, everyone rolls down. Good job, guys. Right, and then everyone loves the competition. How many points did you get? 2, how many did you get? 2. How many points did you get? 2. 2. All right, everyone got 2. Isn't that funny? All right. No winner, go again. Everyone gets push-up, nobody gets push-ups, all right? And so you make it competitive. Yep, good job, guys. Back down here. So that's a bunch of ball handling stuff that you all know the block practice that you could do, right? How do you make it random? So they're just a few ideas when it comes to ball handling. So next one, passing. Let's grab the girls out for this one. So same thing, right? You can do it on the side, you can do it in the court. Let's just go here so they can hear. So let's go passer here, defender here, receiver here. Good. Again, right? Defender, yep. So again, ball here. We all know this drill. We all know this drill. 10 left hand push passes. Yep, we all know this drill. 10 chest passes. We all know that drill, right? I'm not saying it's bad drill. Good drills, right? Do it on your own against the wall. Do it as a warm-up for a couple of minutes. Yep, don't spend all your time on it and definitely evolve it in complexity. So here's a way that we can turn this block practice into random practice. We need one defender. Yes, the longest one. What's your name? Sasha? Sasha? Did I get that right? Saoirse. Nice. What's that from? Oh. All right, so ball here. All right, and we can just keep it simple for now. All right, so you can dribble the ball. Yep, you can use your fakes. All you're trying to do is deflect. What you're not doing is trying to defend a pass, right? You're trying to get a deflection here. Yep, you can use whatever you need. Space, attack. Yep, you're making 5 passes. Any deflection is a push-up. Good, so that'd be one deflection. Good. Good. All right, hold up before Saoirse gets busy. Right, so we can do it like that, piggy in the middle, yep, and make it a defensive drill, or we could just keep it out here, right? You say here, all you do is just pop it back, right? So you're straight back into it. So just pop it back, just give it back to her. Good. You always stay here. Right, now you're looking for 5 passes. So it's just concentrated to you. Yep. Now you just stay on it. Good. Deflection, just pop it back. Yeah, stay on here. Good. So that way we're not cooking the defender unless you want to make it a defensive drill. Yep, pretty simple. And then you can play around with the complexity of this. No dribble. One dribble. Off the dribble. Yep, you can play around with the complexity of this. Yep, we can play with contact. We can play them off, right? We can play with variants of pressure. Yep, you're again limited by your imagination. We can also put in another defender. So come back, you're gonna defend? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so come back here. Good. All right, same deal. Yep, you're working. Saoirse's trying to get deflections. Yep, you're looking to make a pass. Now you need to get open, right? So you're full. You can deny, half deny, full front. Yep, it's up to you, right? So now we increase the complexity of this. You've got to get open. You're limited by space, right? So you can't run all the way over there, right? Let's work in the corridor and work in this box here. Yep, you've got to find a way to get open. You've got to work together to get the ball in. Good. Defense, mix it up. Good. So you can get them on the side. You can force them one way. You can force them the other. Good. Throw it back. Good. Defense gets to play around with it. We're not looking for perfect D. You guys get to play around and try and muck up the offense as much as you can. Another couple of reps. Good. Keep working. Keep working. Lovely. Good. Right. And you can see when we got 5 reps. We can go vice versa on this one. Again, we're just showing you drills with some complexity with the passing. And then we evolve it to something we all need to get better at. So we just go, what's your name? Jordan. Jordan's on the block. Ashton and Remy. All right, so then we go to, so hold there for a second, Saoirse. So now we go to post feeding, okay? Do this as much as you can, right? Unless you have the best post passer in the world, and then please send us an email and let us know who that is. Right, so you're gonna stay on the block. Yep, you can reach to get it. You can take one step to get it. You get to work on your post moves. Yep, block practice post moves. You here, you're trying to get deflections, you can mix up your pressure, you've got to find a way to feed it in without getting a deflection. Let's go. Good, very good. Good, and then we kick it back out. Good. Pretty simple, we put a second defender, we put searcher in, defend it. Okay, now there's the complexity of the receiver. So you've got to be available, you've got to see when she's available and make decisions. Go. Good. All right, one more rep. Good. And again, we're getting reps. So just like block practice, you're getting reps. Yep, if we move quickly through it, go again. Good. Nice. And if we move quickly through it, you're getting maybe a few less reps than block, right? But they're way more meaningful reps. So Ashton, you can already see, right? There was more, in a normal on zero passing drill, it just would have been straight in. But we saw this, and then we saw this, right? And that's what we're looking, that's what it's like in a game. Yep, so how do we simulate what it's like in a game? Yep, and then we can work through having a safe space, right? These guys are just having a crack at it. These guys are just having a crack at it, right? And then we just encourage, like there's got to be mistakes, there's going to be chaos. You train like this, there's going to be chaos, but it's short-term pain for long-term gain, right? As coaches, we need to be okay, and you probably heard this before, we need to be okay with it being messy, especially early on, right? It doesn't need to be all mess, right? You need to work out if they're getting the competency out of it. If they are, then we're good, more mess. If they're not, then bring it back a little bit and then increase the complexity, right? So it's all how we vary through that. All right. So we put this drill in last week. Again, because we watched something, there's a need. We're like, for me, working out how do we become better passers is really important. But it's a really hard skill to teach because it's not something kids will do on their own a lot, and you do need multiple people to get it done. So again, watching the 17s, the amount of turnovers in the full court, and the awareness of where the defense was, how to move to space, how to communicate, that 360 is something that we're constantly dealing with because the kids, and you guys, I'm preaching to the converter, I know that, right? They wake up and their day starts like this, and it doesn't get much wider than this, right? Because of their screens. So we're constantly working out how do we get lateral, how do we get 360? Yep, and so this is where this game came from. So let's get all the blues on the baseline, all the whites in front, one basketball. Good, you're in the middle. Yep, good, so match up. So we call it NFL, which makes sense because we're matched up like we'd be NFL, right? You guys move along. Okay, so how this starts, you're gonna put the ball between your legs 3 times. Right? You can't move and you can't pass until that's done, right? As soon as Ashton puts it between her legs, you guys can move anywhere you want to, right? Your job, blue, is to move the ball all the way up to the court and get it over the baseline for a touchdown. Yep, any deflection, any turnover, yep, results in white getting the ball. You get to that baseline, wherever it happens, white, you get to that baseline and you start the same thing. And your job is to get down and get a touchdown here. Is that enough instruction? Is that enough instruction? Not allowed to dribble on this one. No dribbling. Ready? Go! So obviously that would be out of bounds, but we're limiting the complexity of it, which is obviously the boundaries. Turnover, white ball on the baseline. Started off white on the baseline, 3 between the legs. Doesn't matter who it is, bang, bang, bang. Go white, go. Turnover, blue ball on the baseline. Once you get there, between the legs, you can start it. If white aren't ready, that's your advantage. Bang, bang, bang. Good. Add in torque, guys, add in torque. Yes, good. White ball on the baseline. Start it off. Good, blue ball on the baseline. All right, good job. Hold it there, guys. Very good. I don't want to kill him. Again, this is a drill we put in last week. The girls understanding where to move to space, how to get other people open, timing of when to move when somebody else is moving, and not just necessarily off the ball, but off another receiver. So this is, and it's use it as a conditioning drill if you like, but the relevance to this, if you guys have ever watched your teams or watched other teams in the full court and their inability to handle pressure through moving the ball or to kick the ball ahead or find the rim runner, if they can't do that, right, then we need to put in stuff that allows them to do that. And on zero drills, it helps this, yep, it helps this, yep, but it doesn't help the reads, the decision making, the problem solving, and add intensity, right? And this gets pretty heated, which adds another layer, which is exactly like it is in the game, right? That emotion. Yep, so we find this one works really well. You guys good? All right, so that's passing. So ball handling, passing. Finishing. Let's grab offensive player out here with a basketball, defender on them. Yep, good, Serge is here, defender on them. Let's have a second defender, second line here, good. So you guys stay in there, sorry, on the line, on the baseline. All right, so what we're working on, again, we could put a defender off here, defender offside here. We could get rid of the defender and we could just do finishing. Yep, we could do post moves. Yep, we could just do that all day. Right, and if you're working on, like if they don't know how to do layups, right, or if you're working on a Euro, or you're working on a Rondo, or you're working on double pump for those old school, right, there's nothing wrong with that. Do it. We still do it at occasion, but we do it for like a minute, 2 minutes. Yep, if you want to add something new in. Once they're competent, right, then bring in the complexity that you need. For us right now, we need them to be able to absorb contact, right? They don't know their bodies, they don't like physicality. You hit them, senior players hit them, Warwick hit them, right? They hit them first, it's our fault. But Warwick hit them, right? We need them to be able to be okay with that, to absorb it and then to work through. So what we're doing now, this defender is 50%, so they're not playing to stop this. All they're doing is putting pressure through physicality on. So lower yourself, right? You're trying to score, right? Go, so you can score, right? So all I'm doing is laying pressure. I'm not trying to defend them. Right, so Saoirse's got to drop her center of gravity. She's got to absorb the contact, right, not fall away from it. She may charge through it, absorb, hit. Yep, she may work the edges, right, but her job is to work through that physicality. All you're going to do, right, is lean on her and stay leaned on her, right? Let's have a look. Next two up, lean on it. Good, next two up. Right, and again, we can just get reps on this. So we just have defender come in after defender come in. So for example, same offensive player for 3 reps. Put the ball down. Defense on it. Right, as soon as you're finished, you come back out, next defender straight on. Yep, then the next defender straight on. So you got 3 reps here. Yep, lean on him. Good, offensive, straight back out. New D on, lean on him. Good. One more rep. Lean on. Good. Very good. Right? Simple drill. How hard is that? Not overly hard? Oh, it was me. It was me leaning on you. How was that? Not too hard, right? So then we can increase the complexity of it, right? If we're getting what we need out of that. Yep. But this is one, and you can see the boys too, learning how to use their bodies. All right, so we still had a lot of using our arms as opposed to using the strongest part of our body, which is through here. So getting our hips in there, using all of this strength through here. All right. Again, so let's get 4 girls. Let's go, guys. All right, same thing. So stay here, face this way, ball here. Okay, same thing, we're still absorbing contact, so we've still got the theme of contact. Again, you design what you need to, but we're adding in the complexity of space, right? So you come here, right? You imagine that your man is here, and you're in here, and you're trying to stunt, right? You're not gonna go in, you're not gonna steal it, but you're in here, you're trying to stunt while staying with yours. You're up here, right? Your offensive player is up here. Yep, so you're in off split line and you're trying to stunt in here, right? You're going to lean on that. Your job is to score, right, with all this awareness of what's happening around you. Lean on it. Lean on it. Beautiful. Good, Remy. Good. Good. Go again. Go again. Lean on it. Stunts, stunts, stunts. Good. So second, pretty simple, right? Very good. First one, yep, went through it, got caught up in the tangle. Second one, you felt it, right? You felt her lean and you went against it. That's how, she learned that herself. We didn't have to sit there and go, if you feel her leaning, take that weight and then turn. And trust me, I've done that. I've tried to teach people the counterbalance, right? Young kids don't get it. Remy just got it, right? She felt it on the first one, she used it on the second one, right? She learnt that. That's more valuable than us having a conversation about it. She actually got to do it. Well done, good. Again, I'm flying through these guys. Good, so then let's get a line out here. Let's get a line under there. You guys can be the defenders. A line out here with a basketball each. Kick the balls out, guys, help each other out. Good, you can do this against a coach. Normally I'd put myself in here, but now I realize I'm getting old and I've got no desire to do this anymore. So we're gonna get the players to do it. Okay, so all you're gonna do is be on the block. You're gonna handle the ball, right? You're gonna handle the ball on the dribble if you like, or you can use your fakes. Yep, you can even come back from a run up here. Yep, you're gonna attack directly at Saoirse. All you're gonna do is try and cut me off or try and steal the ball. That's all you're gonna try and do, right? Once. So as I'm coming down, what are you trying to do? Cut me off or steal the ball. Yep, yep. Cut me off, yep, or force me one way, right? And I'm gonna read that. So basically you're gonna come at me or you're gonna force me one way and I'm gonna read that. So as I come down, do something, good. And there I go. That's all you need to do, right? And you're gonna mix it up every time. Next defender comes in, not now. Next defender comes in, next offense goes. Let's roll through that, once each. Scare him, scare him. Just it. Don't defend after it. Don't defend after it. Here we go. Scare him, scare him. Force him. Yes, good, good. Next defender in. Jump at it. Jump at it. Good. Making decisions now. What do you see? Collect data. Good. 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 And now we say, was that a good decision or not a good decision? Did you score? Right? And this is the thing. Females, I'm not sure about the boys, it's black and white. It's either good or bad. It's not. There's 10 good decisions, right? Or there's 10 good decisions, 10 okay decisions. Okay decisions, right, still get you a score, right? There's so many realms of right when you're playing basketball, right? Some coaches, there's a little bit more right than others. At a certain time, there's a little bit more right. I get that. But as they're exploring, it's not, okay, she went there, therefore I had to go there. That's the read every time, right? If I went there and in the heat of the moment and the speed of the moment, I didn't go there, but I crossed it over and I backed myself, maybe I can make it work. Yep, maybe I'm longer. Yep, maybe I've got more athleticism. Maybe I'm just stronger and I've got more commitment, right? So the thing is, make a decision. Yep, make a decision, back yourself, then refine that later if you need to, right? Refine that later if you need to, but it's not black and white decision making. Let's put our seam line here. Again, now we just keep extending it out. Defense up here, so let's just have the defending line up a little bit. So seam here. So again, this one's good for the bigs, it's also good for the guards, so you're on the halfway line. Defender here. So we have the defender about 1.5 meters away, no further than that, right? Challenge them to be brave. Now we're in fast break, right? Fast break finishing. So all you've got to try and do is match her speed and then try and contest. You're way disadvantaged. This person is way disadvantaged deliberately, right? Deliberately. Because we want this person to feel confident and safe to attack, game-like. Yep. So when you're ready, you're going to attack and score. Yep. You're just going to try and defend it. Good. Nice. Next up, what do you think the advantage is? Right, let's have a go. Next up, what do you think the advantage might be? What? What do you think the advantage might be? Yeah? From here? From here? Yeah, give it a go. Yes, good. What do you think your strength might be? What do you think your advantage might be? Yeah, so feet on the line here. Good. Nice. Right? And they're going to get opportunity to explore, right? Some of them worked it out. I asked the question, so it was like, speed. Yes. Right? So they will work it out. You can guide them through it, and you can still be a coach, right? You can still be a coach. All right, so our feet are on the white line. You're just going to go as fast as you can past her shoulders, right? And then make a decision later, right? Speed is your advantage. I want you to go as fast as you can past your shoulder, and then make a decision when you're finishing, right? Everyone got that? All right, here we go. Yeah, I don't care what you do. Good, next up, good. Nice, Saoirse. As fast as you can, go, go, go. Good. I want you to fly. I don't want you to, don't think about it, just fly. Yes, go. Lovely. Nice, good. Feet on that white line. Explode, explode. Good, very good. Nice. Good contested, good. Very good. Lovely, very good. Hold up, guys. Good, right? So you can help along there. Yep, you can help along there. And you might say, and I think as we're going through this, you might look at it and go, oh, that's not what I wanted to get out of the drill. I want them making layups at speed, right? But in a game, how many times do they get a breakaway layup at speed with nobody contesting them, right? As it gets higher and higher, next to none, right? You're lucky, even if it's a contest from behind. Yep, so this is game-like. It might not be the clean cookie cutter drill that you want. I want them doing this, right? And you can do a bit of block practice, but then this is game-like. What, so they came down, someone tried to stop them, they had to counter and baby hook? That's game-like. Yep, that's important, right? That's gonna add transfer to their game, right? When they're a little bit in front, yeah, if someone's on their shoulder and they make the decision to get high and in front and explode, that's good. They've learned what it feels like under pressure. Yep, so that's where the random is important. Good job. So finishing, and again, you're limited, I'm saying it 1,000 times, you're limited by your imagination. So let's go to something I'm sure we all love doing, closeouts, box outs, and O boards. One line on the baseline, one line on the free throw line. Balls on the baseline, balls with me, ball with me. Let's hold that. All right, so we keep it in close, right? Who's up? 2 feet on the charge circle, so at least 1 foot inside the charge circle. 2 feet inside the D, okay? You're gonna close out, right? Low center of gravity, contest the shot and contain. Yep, contain. Yep. Your job is to shoot the ball or take one dribble and shoot. You cannot get to the rim. Yep. So we've got some safety for the closeout. Yep. We've got some challenge for the shooter. And now you're in a position to box out and you're going to O-board. Yep. And again, I'm fully aware that there's some assumed knowledge here. I assume that they know how to close out. I assume they know how to catch and shoot. I assume that they know how to box out. I assume that they've got some technique to try and get to the O-boards. All right, if they don't have that assumed knowledge, then yes, we need to go back and teach them that. Right, I'm not saying not, right? But if they have that skill and they have that knowledge, then let's make it interesting. Yep, so you're gonna close out, shot, one dribble. Yep, box out, O-board. Yep, whoever gets the ball gets the point. Test, box out, go get it, go get it. Lovely, next up, next up. Good, who gets it? You get a point. Good, next ball. Good, go get it. Good box out, good box out. One up. Go get it, go get it. 1 point, 1 point. Who wants a, we want a point. You happy with small? Who's up? One side, 1 foot. Yeah, just 1 foot inside the charge circle. All right, I know you're athletic. Here we go. Box out. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Good. Hold that box out. Hold that box out. Problem solved, guys. Box out. Go get it. Go get it. Good. Yep. Back to start. Very good. Good. So now if we made this competitive and we said the first person to 2 points doesn't have to do a suicide, first person to 2 points doesn't have to do a suicide, how hard would you go? How hard would you go, right? So it's valuing. It's valuing competing, valuing winning. Yep, or valuing not doing penalties. Whatever it is that motivates you, yep, you got to draw that into this, right? And it's equal. Yep. Who's an amazing O board? Who's an amazing box out? Who's an amazing possession player? Because this is what it comes down to. One more rep each. Good. Who wants it? Who wants it? Who wants it? Good. Next up. Inside, inside. Here we go. Who wants it? Who wants it? Go get it. Go get it. Right. Even if it goes in. Even if it goes in. Who wants it? Who wants it? Go get it. Go get it. Good. Nice box out. Got you. Who wants it? Who wants it? Go get it. Go get it. Good. Got to use that box out. Use that box out. Box out. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Good. Good. Nice work, guys. All right. So a lot of assumed knowledge there, but you can see some of the gaps, and now you can work on coaching them through that. All right. So those that don't box out and they just use their athleticism, now we coach them through that. Right? We say step in front. Here's a technique. What would work better? If it's an effort thing, do you care about boxing out? Right? If they don't, then yeah, we run or we find a way for them to care about it. Yep. So that's just a little drill. Again, all the stuff you can do closeouts on zero. Yep. You can do controlled boxing out. You can do controlled boxing out. You can do all of that stuff. Right? But once they've got it, make it real life. Who still here is talking to their kids about boxing out? Still talking to the opals about boxing out. The opals, box out, box out, box out. 1 or 2 people every time still don't box out. Yep, and it's not because they're bad people or they're poor basketball players. Some of them just see the ball, go get ball. Right, melee. I don't need to box out. I'm going to get it. Like, that's my job. Right? So it's at every level. But we can't keep barking at them, box out, because if that's not working, it's not working. Right? So what we've tried to do is switch to let's be great O boards, great O board rebounders. Yep. We now do tagging up as a D-trans, not necessarily because it's any better than any other D-trans structure, but because it improves our offensive rebounding and invariably improves our boxing out. And we've got drills designed around that, which do both at the same time. So the same thing at Opals Camp. Anytime anyone was getting on the O boards, we were on them. Great job, hell of a rebound, great possession play. What's that going to do to the defense? Right? Either the coach is going to get mad at them, yep, they're not going to make the team, or they're going to dig in and they're going to hit someone or they're going to box out, right? So thinking outside the box. Yep, same with closeouts, right? Thinking outside the box. Make it mean something. Yep, once they've got the technique, this doesn't mean anything, right? Come out to here, close out. Good, go back to here, close out. Once they've got the technique, that doesn't mean anything to them. They don't care. They're just ticking a box, coach. Yep, can we play now, right? Let them play. And if they don't do it the way you want it, teach them. If they still don't do it the way you want it, make them run, sit them out. Yep, and find an incentive some other way. Yep, everyone's got something that they're motivated by. So, again, good. So closeouts, rebound, boxing. Pick and roll, we won't go through it. But again, play pick and roll, 2v2. And you might go, oh, that's hard because if they stay and they run a scheme, so whether it's a show or a drops or a jam and under or an ice, there's no help. That's okay. It's messy. Let them work it out, right? Let them see if, okay, well, if I get really aggressive on the ball, maybe I've got a chance to recover. Yep, let them play and keep them on their own players. Yep, different spots, step up screens, side pick and roll, mid pick and roll, high pick and roll. Yep. Let them play. So offensively, working out how to use an on-ball, handbacks, rescreens, rolling, popping, short popping. Right? Offensively, they get to play. Defensively, they've got to problem solve. How do I stay with my man? How do I communicate? How do I catch up? Right? And then play pick and roll where we're switching. Yep. Switching is really prevalent in today's game. Yep. And again, another thing we can't fight. We've got to, and people are starting to problem solve it. So you hear about switch attacks in offense. Japan are really good at it. There'll be a lot of it in the WNBL this year, I'm sure. But switching is prevalent, right? So let's not fight it. Let's use it, right? It's the same with zone, right? Zone is quite prevalent at the moment, right? Use it. Don't let it be your thing, right? But use it where it needs to be used. Use switching where you need it to use, right? And allow them to practice against it, right? Allow them to explore against it. Shooting, quick shooting series that again is not on zero. And this is really hard to do with older athletes because they're just so comfortable. Coach, just pass me the ball, shoot. Yeah, I'll go fast. Yep, they're so comfortable doing that because they're old school generation, right? I was the same. I love the rhythm, I love the downtime, I love the zoning out, I love the feel of it. We did a shooting test with our skill acquisition guy and the University of Canberra at the start of the year. So where the kids would shoot a shot where it was uncontested, and then they would shoot a shot where it was contested. And they filmed them, and then the student from UC went back and he measured the time of the release, the height of the release, the time of the release from the contested shot to the non-contested shot. And the contested shot was roughly 0.3 to 0.7 seconds quicker than a non-contested shot. And that's what it's like in a game. But if we're practicing these shots at training, that's great, it feels good, and there is room for that, right? And then they get to a game and they're like, oh, bang, oh, like it doesn't, like, why, I'm not making shots, I can't get shots off. It's because we're not training it like it is in the game, which is against longer athletes, quicker athletes, more competitive athletes because they want to beat you, right? So it is a thing, and it is different. And then also being able to read. So we put this one in. It's not necessarily about quickness, but it does have that in there. So let's get an offense and a defense and a ball. Yep. Defender. Good. And so it's just a little series. We can go from the wing. All right. So on the three-point line, and adjust it based on where the range is. So if your kids can't shoot from out here comfortably against defense, start it in closer. That's fine. All right. Your job is not to play your 50% defense. Right, so all you're doing is trying to muck around. Like my hands are down, which means what? Shoot it, right? I'm up to here, which means what might you do? Yeah, all right? Now in this game, all you've got is one dribble, all right? So take your time, use your fakes, use your angles. You're trying to make a read off his feet, off his hands, off his spacing. You're not playing, you're just playing reactive D, right? Contain, reactive D. He's only got one dribble. Yep, so if he attacks you, right? Yeah, if he attacks you on that one dribble, you want to contain it. Yeah. All right. Can someone rebound? You good? You got one dribble. Find a shot. Find a shot. Good. Rebounder. Change over. Change over. First to two. Find a shot. Good. No drives. Long range. So pull up. I know, everyone works it out. They're like, how far can I get with one dribble? Everyone does it. All right, find a shot. It's a long two, it's a three, or it's a pull-up. Beautiful, beautiful. Good, one more, one more. Find a shot. Very good, right? And that was about 50% D. 50% D, or a little bit more, yes or no? A little bit more? All right, so they're playing about 70, 75% D. Yep, so that's pretty good, right? That's more realistic. And now, again, you can increase the complexity. Make this full, like if these guys are doing well, make it full pelt, 100%. Is there gonna be as much success? No, all right? But that's that competency piece. Right now, you guys felt pretty good doing that? Pretty confident? Let's just say it for, yeah. You guys felt pretty confident doing that, right? So then let's increase the complexity. Let's say you didn't, did you feel confident doing that? No? No? All right, let's stay at it. Or if we have to, bring the complexity down a little bit. Yep. All right, we're gonna have you stay off another half a meter. All right, still want you to defend it, but now you're gonna be containing it, right? And it doesn't matter that this guy's not playing perfect defense, right? This took me up until this year to reconcile training the way that we don't want to train on defense, all right? But we're using them for a purpose, yep? And they know that. If you tell them that, they know that, right? It's 50% D. They're not going to go in a game and go, oh, coach, we practice like 50% D. They're not going to do that, right? Well, I hope not. Okay, so you can increase the complexity of it. Next one now, you've got free dribble. So again, it's threes, long range pull-ups. Yep, so you're working around this area. Remember, you've got people on the court. So you're working in a space that you can work in a basketball game. Again, you're 50%, 70% D, right? Trying to contain. Yep, you can mix it up, right? You can mix it up and actually try and muck around with him, or you can just play what you see, okay? You've got about 6 seconds max to get a shot up. 6, 5, 4, 3. Good, here we go. Change over. So be aware of the space, right? We've got someone, shooter in the corner. Good. Lovely. Beautiful. Good. Got a shot up, right? Now you can dribble as much as you like. You can dribble as much as you like. Free dribble now. Keep playing around until you find your shot. Good. One more. You're looking for a good shot. Good. All right. Good. And again, you can play around with that as you need. And then the last one in the series, shooter here, 1 foot inside the key here. Okay, close out. You've got one dribble. So 1 foot, face me, ball here. Yep. So you got to be quick on the shot. Yep. Or you got to make a read and find a shot off the dribble. Good. Change over. What's that? 1. Good. Yep. Good. And you can play around with all those, but the difference between that and just shooting these, yep, is vast, right? We've got the data to prove it, right? You can just, and then what's more enjoyable? Playing modified one-on-one or just shooting? One-on-one, right? And don't get me wrong, there'll be sometimes the kids want to come and they're like, no coach, I'm not in the mood today, I'm feeling fragile, right? Let me just shoot my shot. Yeah, do that, all right? But that has way more transfer long term.